Hello and welcome to Shoppe Keep 2. Now this is a game that I've been absolutely enjoying the past few days. It's only just released, but it's still one of the best games I've played in a very long time, and it's very, very unique. So what is this game? Well, imagine in an MMORPG where you go to a vendor to buy stuff. Now imagine that vendor is you and you sell stuff to adventurers. That is what exactly Shoppe Keep is. So you have your own shop up here, which you can upgrade and place all your stuff in. And then you can open up your shop and people can come in and start buying stuff that you place all around the room. As you can see here, I've placed some red masks and some leather boots over here. And when I open up this shop, people should come into it. So I'm now going to go ahead and do that just to show you. So I've opened up my shop, the doors have opened, and now people should hopefully start coming into my shop. Now as you can see here, I've got three little buttons down here. I've got a weapon, which you can swap around. This weapon is used to attack thieves if they try and steal your item, or if you go out into the forest, you can use it to kill wolves and collect their stuff. Button number 2 is the repair hammer. So over the course of the day, people who don't want to buy your stuff, if they don't buy it, will damage the store by kicking it. And the only way to repair it is to use your repair hammer. And then we have a broom, because the customers are very messy and will drop a lot of trash on the floor for you to sweep up. And the more trash in here, the less likely people are to come to your shop. Now there is a lot of things that you can see. When you have an item on your special action bar, you can place it on the stool. I don't currently have a spot to actually do it because I've already placed all my red masks down and I have no other spaces to go. Oh look, happy customers. Come on, please buy something. And I can use like a mouse wheel just to set the price up and down. See, this guy, he wouldn't pay for the helm, so he damaged my stool. So now I need to repair my stool. I've sold a red mask over here. This guy just kicked my stool. You know what? Screw you. Get out of my shop. Get out. There we go. Can't have people damaging my stuff. And you can see when they actually purchase the item, they wear it. But I think they actually despawn after they leave the shop. Anyway, this lovely person just dropped some trash, so let's just sweep it all up. Oh, how dare he. Well, they've been selling for 100 and whatever I put at them. So there's no point in me lowering the price. You're just being a bit stingy, mate. So anyway, we can keep the store open for as long as we want. And you can see I can now just place some items on the store here and here. They ultimately have their price set. If I was to say drop the price a little bit and then left mouse button, all the red masks will have their prices adjusted to what I just set. There she goes, she's now bought it. So what I'm going to do now is close up my shop. I know people are still trying to go in there, but you're not allowed in anymore. And then we come over to here. This is the management house. But before we go inside, let's talk about the notice board. Now this looks very familiar to the Stormwind notice board in World of Warcraft. So we have a poster and we have a little information. So this poster will change each week and there'll be different events. Currently there is no events on, so it's all fine. But sometimes you'll get an event, like say a witch has put a curse on a table, and so nobody will purchase anything from tables, only stools. And sometimes you get one where people won't buy consumables, or they won't buy alcohol or food, etc. It changes every now and again just to change things up a little bit. And over here is your tax information. So my tax threshold is only 500 unfortunately, so I can't sell that much. And the only way to lower your tax is by coming to talk to Gil Fence and doing this. So I'm just going to pay my taxes off. There we go. And all the taxes you do pay off come over to the town management and come to the collected tax. And you use this tax to upgrade your town. Now, unfortunately, we're quite limited in what we can actually do in the town. Because me and my friend, we played this co-op for about 9 hours. And we got to a point where it says we should upgrade, but we can't because it's not actually in the game yet. So we can only upgrade the town once. And that becomes very laggy. As one thing I will say, this game is not very optimized currently. And it is an early access state. That's one thing I will say. But still, it does have a small problem with performance. So as you saw there, there's little trash cans littered about. There's one outside each major building, so that's blacksmith, the cook, the alchemist, and the management place. So if you run up to it and go to the actual bin, you get a little mini game, much like the Black Desert Online fishing mini games and all that shit. And if you actually get it correct, boom, you get a bit of money. Now I don't like this, I'm going to be honest that me and my friend both agree that it's not very good because the actual money you gain in the trash can scales with your town level. Don't mind those boulders falling in the distance, that's something for another time. So yeah, the trash in the trash cans scale with your town, so the more you upgrade the town, the more money you get. At the current state in time with my co-op game, my friend, we get about 500 monies, which is the currency per bin. As you can see, I'm only getting about 50, well 20 to 50, there's 60 there, but we're getting about 500, and that's absolutely crazy because it then becomes more efficient just to go around the bins than to actually sell stuff in your shop. But anyway, over here, let's actually go and press tab, and I can order in some nice pedestals. Let's just order in, I'll order in 2 more, then I get a little buff on my top left hand corner, much like an MMO, like raid buff or a self buff, and when that time is up, it'll come and drop down into my little town. Right here, and plop. So there we go, I can now press E on this, and I can pick up my stuff. In a co-op game, the big problem with this is anyone can pick it up. Yes, it does have your name labelled on it, but my friend can just pick up the stuff I've ordered and place in the shop, which can be a little bit annoying if we're trying to keep things separate. But anyway, now that I've got things in my hands, I can't actually sell these stools, I have to place them down. So I'm just going to place one there, there we go, one there, lovely. And then I could like place stuff on here if I wanted to sell them. Now as for the rest of the game, there are quests and stuff to do around the place. Like you can see there, he's got the typical MMO quest. Some of them are repeatable, some of them are one time only. Majority of them are used to unlock different things for you to sell and unlock different things for you to order. And there's like some very important quests to unlock the gate. So this is one thing that a lot of people have been missing or don't quite understand. In order to get out of the town, you need to upgrade your cook. And the cook will give you a quest to go hunting, to get yourself a bow over at the blacksmith, and then you can walk out the gates and go explore. Now, on the map here, this is the current area. The green area is the only actual playable place. You can go to the dead fields and the crystal lands, but there is nothing there, nothing whatsoever. There is a little dungeon, however, in the crystal lands, but that's under construction, and he does have a little guy at the end who offers some very powerful stuff, in fact. Very, very powerful stuff. But anyway, I really enjoy this game. I will come back with another video on this some point soon, perhaps with some proper gameplay. But for this was just like my first impressions and my opinion on this game. It's a very fun game. For what they're asking in terms of price, I think it's like about £8. It's a very fun game. It's very unique and it's quite open-ended. So it's not like a typical game where a lot of people have been saying this game is very short, but that's kind of missing the point. You're not supposed to rush out, do all the quests and then be done. The whole point is to actually have a shop and try and make as much money as possible. But anyway, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed this game. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.